Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make, wait for it, TrueMU. Finally. I finally managed to muster the enthusiasm to make him. You don't know how long the statue's just been sat in my overworld. It's been like 2 weeks, and if just every time I look at him, it's like, do I finally want a tutorial? No. No, but today is the day. And I warn you, this is going to be a real ball ache. I can tell these things. Making him, not so difficult. Tutorial him, completely different. Might not be too difficult for you, but for me it's going to irritate me. So, let's get started. We're going to need lapis lazuli, block of diamond, and that's everything out of that column, I think. Then we're going to need all of the blues, all of them. And dark grey and light grey. Do we need anything else for the front? Am I blind? No, we don't. That's all we need. Alright. So figure out where you want to make him. I'm trying to make this world look nice and pretty. I think this is going to be like my pixel art world 2.0. I'm going to have to tidy up my first one. Well, I'm going to have to do a lot of work on my first one before I make it downloadable. I want to avoid this on this one. So figure out where you want to make him. Try in this line here, and you want to start off, well, I want to start off from the left, so a little here. You want to start off with 1 block of cyan, then go into the right, you want to do 2 light blue, then you want to do 2 cyan, 2 light blue, 1 cyan, and that is going to be the base blocks. I've already been talking for a minute and a half. Why do I do this? Right, on top of the cyan blocks you just want to throw dark blue. Then on top of the light blue blocks you can throw even more light blue. Oh, we're missing black. How could I forget that? It's a decent portion of the front of him. On top of the dark blue you can throw black blocks for the next row. And then the center black here, you just want to put diamond either side like that. And then you want to fill in the space in that row with light blue, so you want to be left with something like this. And whilst I remember, because I still haven't made the thing in the intro that I want to say this, if you need to pause it, pause it. I'm going to try and remember to tell you intermittently where I think you might want to make sure you've got stuff right, but use your own discretion. If I'm going too fast or if you're falling behind or whatever, just pause the video. You're not necessarily supposed to be able to follow it step by step as I make it. Some of you will, some of you won't. Mixed abilities. So, where was I? That's right. On top of these 2 center blue blocks here, black blocks here, you just want to put dark blue. And on top of the light blue here, you also want to do dark blue. The reason this pixel art's difficult, pixel art statue, same thing, is because it's not really solid blocks of colours. It's always swapping up colours all the time, and I don't like that. Now, on the outer black parts, you just want to use the cyan, and you want to go up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. On top of them, and you want to do the same side, the same on the other side as well. So you've went 4 up like that. Then you want to finish off this row by putting cyan on top of the diamond blocks like that. So you want to be left with something that looks a little bit like this. Now what you want to do now is you can do, like on top of this blue here, you can stack cyan up like that, 2 at a time, until it reaches the same height that it has on the outside of his legs. And then you can, explanation is sometimes overrated. You want to do that. Just do like 2 rows of light blue on top of what you have there. And then closest to the middle, you just want to put lapis lazuli on either side of the cyan like that. And then you want to fill in the rest of the row with dark blue. Now, what you want to do is, on top of the cyan blocks, for the next row, you just want to throw black, like that. Then, either side of the middle 2 black, aka on top of the lapis lazuli, you just want to put diamond. And then you want to finish off that row there, just by putting cyan in where there aren't any blocks. And then, on top of the diamond and cyan here, you just want to do what you have underneath them. So on top of the diamond, you want to do a lapis, and right next to it you just want to do dark blue, and you want equally so on the other side, like so. You see what I mean? You see why this is a real ball ache? It's Why can't it be like Cupquake or something? I might do a 3D statue of Cupquake. She's really easy, nice and colourful as well. I like the colourful. Now what you want to do, what you can do, what we're going to do, on top of the black here, this might sound familiar, you want to go up by 4 with the cyan on the outsides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same on the other side as well. No, yeah, there we go. And guess what? You can do the same thing, well, same sort of thing in the middle, except it's going to be 5. So from the black here, you just want to 2 at a time, like that, right next to each other. Just make it all nice and even, like that. Isn't that great? That goes up as high as... yeah. Yeah, so I was just making sure I knew how high that was, where it is in relation to the pixel art. What we've done now is we've made to the top of the legs, so 12 blocks. Now, what you can do, on top of the lapis lazuli, you can just do light blue to the top there, and then what's left, you can just do cyan, like that. I'm guessing that it's already been like 5 minutes just for the legs. Yep, 6 minutes. And now 1.5 minutes of that is me talking. This is going to be a long pixel art, gentlemen and ladies, if there are any. My stats would suggest so. You want to have that for the legs. Maybe I'll give you a bit of a closer look. Pause if you have to. I'm going to try and step up the speed because otherwise it's going to be like 40 minutes. We don't want that. So, you've got the legs here. On either side, on either outside edge, so there and there, on either end, you just want to place a black block like that. And then going left to right. Sorry, I'm drinking loads of water, but I mean... I'm drinking loads of water, but it's not helping. Talking, not my forte. So from left to right, this is what you want to do. You want to do 1 cyan, 2 light blue, 1 block of diamond, 1 light blue, 1 cyan. So that's kind of, well, that's where his belt would be if he had a belt. Who's to say he doesn't? Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make like the outsides of his torso. So starting from the left black block here, you want to go up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the cyan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then continuing going up, you want to do 1 blue wool. And then you want to take out the black, and then you want to continue going up by 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And then what you can... No, we won't do that just yet. We won't do that just yet. That might complicate things a little, or at least for me. So you want to go to the other side as well, onto this black block here, and you want to go up by 6 with the dark blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see, his torso doesn't even have the courtesy of being symmetrical to make it easy for me. It wants to upset me every step of the way. And then once you've done all of your dark blue, you can just use the black and make it all even like that. So I don't know how 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you went up 6 with the blue, which would indicate you'd have to go up 5 with the. No, you went up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah. No, I'm being stupid. Yeah, you went up 6 with the blue. You went up 4 with the black. That's 10. You knock 1 block off the top because TrueMU's head comes down one early because of his helmet. So there's only 11 for the torso. I forgot that this is actually part of the torso here, where his belt is 11. I thought I'd misdone it then. Sorry, my apologies. So what we do now is we're going to make a little bit of the details, the deets for TrueMU. This is where it gets tricky. So we're going to start on the right side here, and I don't know any better way to do this. So here you just want to do like a 2x2 square of black, like that. Once you've got that 2x2 square, on top of the left part of the square, you want to go 2 up with light grey. On top of this right one here, you just want to place 1 dark grey like that. On top of the dark grey, a black, and then you want to do another 2x2 square of black like that. So that's what you'll be left with on the right side. It's getting slightly dark. Yeah, screw it, we're not dealing with the dark, so I will be back once it's nice and light. Alright then, so we're back here. It's already been 10 minutes. This is gonna be a long one, unfortunately. So, you see here, on top of this diamond, you want to put a lapis lazuli, and then you want to use light blue, and you want to go 3 on top, 1, 2, 3, so it's even with that light grey there, and then you want to put another lapis lazuli, not dark blue, damn it, and you want to put that there. And directly next to it, so we're going to be doing a similar sort of thing but with different colours. Next to the lapis you want to do a black, and then you want to do 3 cyan, and you want to do a dark blue on top, like that. So you have that. And on the left here, this is what we're going to do. So you can see the line, how we've got two black, 1 lapis, 1 black. What we're going to do now, just going to the left, you just want to put a dark blue, and then a black, like that. So you finished off the row. Did I show you? That's what it should be looking like so far. It might not look right at the moment, but when TrueMU's all put together, it will look beautiful, radiant. What am I talking about? On top of this black and dark blue here, you just want to put 2 black, like that. And then on top of this left black here, you just want to do a light grey. And to the right of it, you want to do a dark grey. And then on top of both of them, dark grey like that. Then you want to do black. I almost said dark black on top of the grey. Then on top of the left black here, throw a black. To the right of it, dark blue, and we are approaching done. You see that kind of looks weird, doesn't it? Nah. Anyway, so you want to have this. So from these 2 middle blocks here, you just want to do light blue on top of them, and you just want to bring up the light blue so it's all even with the top of the pixel art thus far. And then on top of this dark blue here, you just want to place a light blue, and then you can fill in like the rest of the middle part of the torso just with cyan, like that. And trust me, it'll look better once everything's put in. But what we're going to do now is, we're going to do the arms. So, remember where I said his belt would be if he had a belt? The reason I said that is because a diamond, it kind of reminds me of a buckle. Nah, probably not a belt. Anyway, let's start with the right arm. So it's in line with the belt buckle anyway. And going right from this black here, you want to do 1 cyan, 2 light blue, 1 cyan. What you can proceed to do is then stack 2 layers of cyan on top of what you have there, and then for the next row, going left to right, you want to do 2 dark blue, 1 cyan, 1 dark blue. Then from the cyan here, on top of the cyan, what you want to do is you want to take the light blue and you want to go up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the left, to the left of the bottom light blue here, you just want to place a diamond, like that. Now we want to go up to the top of the light blue, you want to throw a cyan. To the left of it, to connect it to the pixel art, you want to do a dark blue, a black, and to the right of the cyan, you just want to do a black, so we're kind of, we're boxing things in, like that. And what you can do, there you go, there's a good view of what you should have. And once you have that, you can fill in like the gaps now with cyan, and by the gaps I mean like under here, oops, like that, giving you a view whilst I set the old music up. There we go. I have to do that far too often. So you want to have that for the arm. Now, yes, I thought I'd made a mistake, didn't. On top of the dark blue and cyan here, you just want to do diamond and cyan next to them. But then what you want to do is, on top of these 4 blocks for his arm, you just want to do cyan, like that. And I'll explain / do the middle part later on. But his shoulder, or arm, shoulder, same thing. Not the same thing. The top of his arm is the shoulder. Wants to be 1 block above what you have for the torso. So once you have that, and pause if you need to, let's do his other arm. So his other arm is symmetrical. So I'm going to try and go through this pretty quickly. You've already done it, and I'm going to show you a view afterwards. But if you manage to do the one arm, then you know, if you need to, simply copy copy the other side. You go up with the light blue, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is it? Yeah, 5. Then you do the cyan on top. I could have cut this out in all fairness to try and speed it up, but you know, whatever. I've acknowledged that this is probably going to the 30-35 minute mark. I apologise. If you want TrueMU, that's what you've got to have, or at least for my version of TrueMU. Probably won't take you 35 minutes to make. Although the designing process for this, it was it wasn't tedious. Tedious would be the wrong word. It was just really frustrating. It wasn't boring by any means. This is probably my favourite looking YouTuber skin. So you want to have that. I also like Bashir as well, the watermelon guy. But this is what you want to have so far. A lot of people complained on my 2D version. They said that it just doesn't look like TrueMU. That's only his bottom half of the suit. He obviously looks better when he's got his helmet on, but I think I did a much better job this time around. I think it looks really cool. But that's what you want to have so far anyway. That's the whole front part. What we're going to do now, if you're unfamiliar with my statue tutorials, we're going to do a little bit of the sides. We're going to do the whole back, fill in the side, then put his head on, like that, in that order. So let's do this. So as you may know, most, if not all, skins are 4 blocks wide. So you want to come down to the bottom here, and you want to come back 2 with the light blue, and you want to come back 1 with the cyan, and do that on the other side as well. TrueMU has to be difficult because he's got a relative. Well, even the side of the pixel art has like a not really a complicated color scheme, but a color scheme. So once you have that, you know, you want to be 3 blocks back. So it's a total of 4 wide. Then you want to connect up the cyan by doing this. You want to do what you did on the front essentially. So 2 light blue, 2 cyan, 2 light blue, just like that. Then what you want to do is, you want to, on top of the cyan portions, you want to do dark blue, and on the end blocks you want to do, just throw another dark blue on top, like that. Then on the middle, 2 dark blue here, you just want to do black, and you can do this now actually. This dark blue here on the sides, going inwards, you just want to do 1 diamond either side, and then after you've got that, you can proceed to just like fill in these 3 blocks here with light blue, and that's what you should have. Let me zoom in a little bit on my plans for TrueMU. There we go. So you want to have that. Now, on either side, coming in 2 blocks, you just want to do 2 cyan, like so. And whilst we've got the cyan out, actually, on the end blocks, aka here, you just want to go up 3 with the cyan. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, like so. And then what you can do is, we'll do that now. From the top of the cyan here, you can connect the 2 with 6 dark blue, just running across like that. May as well. Then what you can do is, on the bottom here, you can just connect the cyan there with just 4 dark blue, like so. And then what you want to do is you want to fill in the 2 middle blocks on this next row, just above the black, with blue as well. And then on top of the 2 blue, you just want to do 2 cyan, so you're left with 2 like squares, which you can just fill in with light blue, and that is what you should have in total so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks up, halfway done-ish, a little more than halfway. It's starting to get dark again, so what? Dark again, that means that it's been 20 minutes, damn it. I'm going to cut this out. Oakley dokley. So you've... Ned Flanders, damn it. So this is what you want to have, of course. This is where we left off. So, that's 7 blocks up, or 7 rows up, 7 blocks, same thing. On top of the cyan for the next row, the 8th row, you just wanna put dark blue They're in there. Then you want to find the two middle blocks, aka these two, and you want to do two black, and on top of them you want to do two dark blue. And let's fill out a little section here. So, let's make a little section on top of the two outer dark blues, like that one and that one. You just want to use the light blue. No, that is wrong. You want to use cyan, and you want to go up by 2, like that. And then you want to do 2 light blue on top of the 2 cyan, like that. And now what you can do is you can fill in these 2 rows with light blue. So you want to have that. And now, how do I? So the 4 middle blocks, which are these 2, and then the ones either side, you just want to do light blue, like that. And then you want to find the 2 middle 2 again, these, and you just want to do like a 2x2 square of light blue. So you have, I know that hard to see because there's light blue in the background, but that's what you want to have. You want to have that sort of shape. And now we're going to actually discard all of them. Get rid of all of the colours, because now it gets tricky. Not really tricky. You want to take out the yellow, orange, red, black. Do we need... No, we don't. Light grey, white, and green. Don't ask me why green. I didn't design this. You want to take that out. Because now we're doing his jetpack. So this is really tricky for me. Why do people have to make things? Actually, it's not. So on top of the outer 2 light blue here, you just want to do 2 red going up, like that. And then on top of, well, I'll just put it in. Screw it. Screw it. You want to have red all over there, all over the light blue, like that. And then what you can do is, once you've got that in, you want to just like fill, you just want to fill it in with orange until everything's even, like that. Now what you want to do is, on top of these 2 outer reds here, you just want to do 1 orange on either of them, and on the 2 middle blocks, you just want to do 2 orange like that as well. Then what you can do is, you can fill that row in with yellow, and then on top of the pre-existing orange for the next row, you just want to do yellow as well, and that is his jetpack sorted out. Not too difficult, but a change of colours. So, well, that's the fire from his jetpack. I should say that's not his actual jetpack. Now we're doing his jetpack. So we're doing the 2 gas canisters, or fuel canisters, whatever. I know that jetpacks actually exist. I don't know what kind of fuel. I imagine rocket fuel or something, although that would probably be dangerous. I'm talking about jetpacks. So fill in this row with the yellow. Just fill the rest of it in with black, like that. And now let me count out the blocks. You're going to be wanting to do... Right. So you want to, on the outer yellows, you want to go up by 7 with the black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or AKA to the top of the torso. How stupid am I? And you want to do that on the other side as well. So you want to have that. And then on top of the left yellow, you want to do the same thing with the black. But on top of the right one, you want to use dark green. I don't know why. It's just the skin. The skin just uses dark green for the right canister. Yeah, the right canister. Meh. What are you gonna do? Now to fill in the canisters. So on like the left side here, the left side of the canister, you can just fill it up to the top with light grey, like that. But on the right side, like on the bottom, it's just like 1 grey, and on the top it's 1 grey as well. And by that I mean this. So you know you've done 2 giant C's, essentially, really short ones, but 2 giant C's. And then you can just fill in the gap with white, like that. And we've done the main bulk of TrueMU now. I'm pretty happy about that, even though it's 26 minutes, Jesus. Even though it's 26 minutes. Now, the arms translate onto the back, which is excellent. So what you want to do is you just want to copy the front onto the back. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not even going to give an example because of the time. I'm just gonna do it and show you. I'll be back. Alright, so that is the upper half of TrueMU for the back. Do those arms look familiar? They should. They're just mirrored from the front. You should need no assistance from me whatsoever. Use your eyes, look forwards, copy them. Excellent. And this, well, I don't know if I showed you the legs in their entirety, or at least the back of them. You want to have that. And altogether, doesn't that look fantastic? I think so. Then again, I made it. Sounds arrogant. It does look good. I think I did a good job. The like to dislike ratio, we'll see. We'll see. I expect good things. Probably not. This is going to be like 35-40 minutes. Anyway, so once you have the front and the back like that, once it's all nice and done, what we want to do is we want to move on to the side. And luckily I only have to make one side with you because then you can translate it over. So starting from the bottom, it doesn't really matter which side you pick, to be honest. I'm starting on this one, I always do. Why? Don't know. So you should already have the two light blue like this. And what you want to do is you want to do another 2 rows of light blue. So you've got like a 2x6 or a 6x2, whatever that would be, 2x6 probably. Then for the next row, on the left, dark blue, right, cyan. You know what? Screw it. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna fill in the side of the legs, give you a view, let you look at it. If you can't figure it out from just looking at it, you should. Then I don't know. I mean, look, you've only got 2 rows to focus on. You can do this. I believe in you. You want to do that, and then once you have that, you know, pause if you have to. The beauty of this is you can just look over to the other side and just copy it. Simple as that. Isn't that nice? So I'm not looking at my plans or anything. I'm just looking over, having a bit of a peek through the neighbour's window to see what I should be doing. There we go. Don't look through your neighbour's windows. At least don't get caught looking through them. So once you've done the legs, you of course want to move on to the sun is going down. Damn. You want to move on to the. You know what? Screw it. I could do with be right back in anyway. So I'll be back after the sun comes up. All right. So here we are. We're back. I'm back. Let me just turn this. There we go. I'm back. So let's do the side of the arms. Like this. I was just watching a music video there. Sorry. Remember to fill in the bottom of the hands. You'll be using cyan wool. So you've got if you fill in the bottom of the hands, you've got the first layer right there. Then what you want to do is you just want to do another 2 rows of cyan. So you've got 3 rows of cyan like that. Then the fourth just wants to be dark blue. And you know what? I'm explaining it again. I'm making that mistake. I'm going to fill it in. I'm just going to fill it in. And you can see it. What am I doing? You see, the problem is I'm a teacher. That's what kind of person I am. I'm not an actual teacher. I think I'd blow my brains out if I was. That's not my thing. But you want to have that. Taking off the interface, don't know why, just am. There we go. And you want to have that for the side of the arm. Right there. Pause that if you have to. And of course what I'm going to do is I would cut this out, but god damn, I don't want to. Me doing the other side, just copying from me, looking through the window. Looking through TrueMU. It's quite a distance away, but luckily I'm not visually impaired. So I can still see what I've done. Giant L there. You know, after a certain amount of time, you start seeing the same shapes reoccurring again in Minecraft. It makes you feel like you're playing Tetris. I don't know if you guys ever get that in pixel arts and stuff. You see the same sort of shading. You start using the same colors and stuff in the same sort of patterns, and you just think to yourself, really? You're just playing Tetris. So once you've got all of that done, the sides filled in, the back done, the front done, the top, the shoulders haven't been filled in because I'm stupid. This is how you fill in the shoulders, not massively important. It's just one, like coming in from either side. It's just on the front row, just one light blue like that, and then the rest is just cyan. You don't even need as much cyan as I've put in there, but you know, just you can. There you go. There you have it. So once the shoulders are done like that, let's do the helmet. Let me get this up. Here we are. So the helmet. The reason that the shoulders are like one block higher than the torso is because the helmet is involved. So from the top of the torso here, just fill the line in with, or the row in with cyan. And then you want to actually overlap one block onto the shoulder, so there will be 3 blocks left on that side once you've done it. And you just want to do this. So that's the front of the helmet, like that. And then you just want to bring it out one more block. I do believe it comes out 2 blocks. Yes, it does. Let me get a side view of this so I know what it's supposed to look like. I'm sorry, a lot of planning goes into these. Believe it or not, I plan. Then what you want to do is, I'm going to do this. You just want to like bring this back with cyan, and there you go. And you want to do the same sort of thing that you did on the front, except the right side is ever so slightly different. Like on, or the left side as you're looking at it. The left side uses dark blue, and it comes back to with the dark blue, and then it kind of comes this way. It comes this way by, what will it be, since the helmet is extended? It won't be 8. It'll come this way by 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it will just be one cyan, and then cyan there. Fill that bit in with cyan. This is a top view of it. If that wasn't clear, it probably shouldn't be clear. I didn't make too much sense. You want to have that. So there you go. And the side of the helmet, yeah, screw it. We'll do the side of the helmet first. Why not? Does it matter? Probably not. So on top of here, on top of lining it up with these lines, you just want to do 2 rows of cyan. Just come in all the way back like that. And then on the next row, you want to miss one off from this end. And then on the next row, you want to miss 2 off. Next row, 1. Next row, 1. Until you're left with just 2 here. And then you just want to do 2. 1 here, 1 here. I know I did that kind of quick, but I think it's quite apparent from the side view what you're supposed to do. So it's completely flat. You do the 2 rows of cyan, and you can kind of see how it just evolves into that. Now it just comes to a point, I guess. Not really a point, but comes to a peak, I suppose you could say. So you've done the 2 rows of cyan, and then you miss 1 off, start coming back. You miss 2 off, come back. You miss. I'm just copying from the other side. You miss 1 off, come back. You miss 1 off. Do the 2 cyan, the 1 diamond on the left, the 1 cyan wool on the right, like that. So you've got the outside of his helmet, or the 2 sides of his helmet rather. And then on the back here, there's a little bit of dark blue, just a little bit. I said a little blit. So 1 block away from the left here. So on top of this one, you just want to do dark blue, and you want to come across 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you want to do these 2 dark blue in the middle here, like that. So this is what the back wants to look like. I mean, I could have just done it with cyan, but honestly, I wanted to try and make this as much like the skin as possible. That's my problem. I care too much about the detail. So you want to have that, and then you can connect the back of the helmet together at the top with cyan. So you've just got a big giant square, which you can proceed to just fill in with cyan, which is always fun. Is this tutorial going to run for 40 minutes? Is this going to be the first? Maybe. This is what you want to have. Almost. Wait for it. There you go. So that's the back. That's the side. That's the other side. Looks exactly the same as the other one. Alrighty then, so once you have the whole helmet, or the outside of the helmet, all that done, what we can do now is we can put the face in. Well, it's not really a face, it's kind of like a face. No. So discard all of your colours, I've done this preemptively, and you want to take out brown wool, orange, yellow, white. For the time being, I think you'll... No, I can't remember what other colours you will need later on, but you want those 4 colours right now. So the face, we'll call it the face, it wants to start 1 block in towards the helmet. So this first row, off limits, the second row is where it starts, and you just want to do your 8 brown like that. And then what you want to do is, starting from the right, you just want to do 1 orange wool, go left 2 brown, then just go orange all the way to the left, like that. And now we're going to put all of the orange into the helmet, I think. So from the right side here, on top of this orange, you just want to go 2 up, and you just want to do 1 on top of this brown here. So you've got the Tetris shape, sideways T as I like to call it, right there. Then on the left, you want to go up by 5 with the orange. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you just want to do a brown on top, like so. And then, right of that, you just want to go 3 with the orange wool. 1, 2, 3. Then you want to do 1 yellow, 1 orange, 1 yellow, 1 orange. And then what you can do is, from this orange, you come down by 1, 2, 3 with the yellow. Like that. Now, we've got a little bit more orange to put in. So, in this bottom left hand corner here, you just want to do 1 orange. And then going up, you just want to do 1 yellow. Then you just want to do 1, 2, 3 orange, going up like that. And then you can just put 1 orange in this left hand corner here, like this. So this is what you want to have. And now, I'm just going to do it. You want to do that with the white. That's kind of like the gleam on TrueMU's helmet. You want to have white there. And then you can proceed to fill the rest of the helmet in with yellow. So that is the front part of TrueMU's face, just like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the top part of his head. Yeah, believe it or not, TrueMU, that he even has detailing on the top of his head, which is wonderful. So what we're going to need is we're going to need black, grey, light grey and red. So, giving you the top view here. So from the top, I'll come in this way, might be a bit easier. On the two, on each side of the... I can't explain this. I could. On the 2 outer blocks like that, you just want to do black. And then, still coming towards you, you just want to stack dark grey on top of the black, like that. And then you want to do light grey until you hit the back of the helmet, which should be 3 rows of light grey, so 1, 2, 3. So, just to give you a bit of an aerial view, you want to do that. We're moving into the 3rd dimension. You want to have that, or the 4th dimension. We're still in the 3rd. You want to have that. That's what the top of the helmet wants to look like thus far. Then, you want to find the 2 middle blocks, aka this yellow and this orange, and you want to bring them towards you 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So you're just left with like a horseshoe shape, or an N or a U, like that. And then you can proceed to fill that in with red. Like so. And so this is what the top of TrueMU's head looks like. I could have probably have just done that, filled it in and shown you, but I've done stuff like that before and people always get upset. Can't win, you can't do it. So you want to do that. So at the side of the head, you'll notice we have some blocks to put in, but this is relatively simple. You see how we've got the black here. You just want to do a black underneath, dark grey underneath, light grey underneath. You want to do the same thing on the other side as well. Just match the colours and bring them down 1 block. Oops. I did it one block into the head, doesn't really matter. And then what you can do is you can just fill any visible holes in with orange. Oops, just like that. So this is what you'll be left with. You'll be left with TrueMU. The most complicated, yet the best looking, I think, skin that I've probably done. I can't really, you know, credit myself too much, or credit myself too much rather, would be the right way to say that, because obviously I didn't design the skin. But I'd like to think that I've done a good job remaking it, bringing it into 3D. Like I said earlier on in the tutorial, like 30 minutes ago probably, the original tutorial, I liked that TrueMU. I think I did a good job. People didn't seem to think so. They didn't think it looked a lot like TrueMU, but I think that this one does. I think I've gotten pretty damn close. As always, with these and with anything, when you're doing pixel art and trying to recreate stuff in Minecraft, you walk a tightrope of aesthetics and realism. You know, you've got to balance it out. But like I said, sounding like I'm absolutely fucking full of myself, I think I did alright. So not to make this any longer, no doubt this is going to be another video that I have to apologise at the start of for being so long. I'm going to stop doing that. That's how long it takes to make my stuff, damn it. You're either committed or you're not. But anyway, if this has been, you know, useful, if you've just skipped to the end and you think it looks good, feel free to like, leave a comment, subscribe. I was just about to be a bit cheeky. Donate to my PayPal. I don't do that. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, maybe you should check out some of my other stuff. I've made plenty of pixel art, YouTubers, houses, tomahawks, tanks, the list goes on. And if you're interested in becoming a YouTube partner, hit up the link in the description.